The room was cold, sterile, and suffocating in its silence. The grand chandelier above barely lit the marble floor, casting sharp reflections that danced as the wind rattled the tall windows. Victoria, a young, determined lawyer, held a single sheet of paper in her trembling hands. Across from her sat Richard Alden, the billionaire tycoon whose empire had stood untouchable for over 3 decades. His tailored suit was immaculate, but there was a flicker of unease in his eyes, an emotion he rarely showed. Victoria cleared her throat. "This is it," she said softly, though every word carried the weight of a storm. "One signature. That's all it takes." Richard leaned back in his leather chair, the faint click of expensive cufflinks echoing in the cavernous room. "Do you know what you're asking? One signature won't—" "I know exactly what it will do," Victoria interrupted, her voice firmer now. "It will end 30 years of lies. 30 years of people being manipulated, lied to, and stolen from. One signature and the truth comes out." For a moment Richard said nothing. He studied her, the confidence in her eyes, the unshakable conviction in her posture. 30 years! He had spent 30 years building a flawless public image, hiding the deals, the betrayals, the people who had disappeared behind the empire he controlled. And now, a single line penned by someone he underestimated threatened to shatter it all. Victoria placed the pen on the desk. Her hand hovered, a deliberate pause, heavy with tension. The air was thick. The silence pressed against their chests like a vice. Finally, she wrote her name in one decisive stroke. Richard's eyes widened as he read the sentence aloud to himself. "I confirm that all documents and accounts previously hidden by Richard Alden are now disclosed to the public and authorities." A gasp escaped him, one of genuine shock, not theatrics. Papers scattered across the mahogany desk seemed to shiver in the wake of her words. His empire, once untouchable, now trembled at the hands of one woman's courage. Victoria stood tall. "The world deserves to know, Mr. Alden. Lies don't last forever." He looked at her, not with anger, but with the faint recognition of inevitability. 30 years of power, wealth, and control, undone by a single sentence. The walls of his carefully constructed life felt smaller now, constricting him with the weight of truth. As she turned to leave, the first notifications began flooding his private devices. Journalists, authorities, shareholders, all learning at once the reality he had hidden. Victoria walked out of the room, calm and resolute, leaving a billionaire to face the unraveling of a lifetime's deception, exposed by the courage of one sentence.